Hello, hello, hello. Welcome everybody, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Noobs GT3 Rookie Series A, the first ever Noobs GT3 Rookie Series. Here on Silverstone, a track that consists of 18 corners. Many of them which are a bit of fast-flowing corners, and it's a bit more of a technical track. And Jeremy Cobbage here saying first, and Michael Cortez, welcome to the stream. I'm happy to have you guys here. Let me see if not sure if you guys can hear the game or if my got it. To make sure that you guys can hear the game and also hear my voice, just to make sure that my voice is not overpowering the game volume. And right here we're just waiting for quali to start. We're just sitting here watching the free practice, watching Mr. Biddulph here putting in some laps. This is is coming on to the F1 pit straight. You make sure sorry about that. Let me make sure my my race control is set up and ready to go. Making sure that everything is side by side. Okay, can move this to there. Alright, so whilst we wait, we can take a look at the calendar. Our GT3 Rookie Series A calendar is going to be consisting of Silverstone circuit, which is where we are today. And the next one is going to be on Circuit Paul Ricard, which is also going to be the one that we're going to be having on the GT4 Rookie Series. We're going to race 2 will be on Circuit Paul Ricard, and race 3 we go to Italy over at Misano World Circuit. And then just to remind people, we also have an enduro race that you can do either solo or in teams of 2 on the 20th. It's Griswold Endurance on the 27th of January. It's over SimGrid. Exclamation SimGrid in chat, and you can it'll give you a link that will take you over to a SimGrid page, and you'll be able to join us on track as we do these races. Also, Noobs RS is being sponsored by Track Titan. So Track Titan is like an AI coach. Gives you like pointers on where you could gain time, and helps you find that extra missing tenth or two that you need to finally hit those alien paces, or just to improve overall. And I'm pretty sure if you hit exclamation socials, you get a lot of socials, including our Instagram or Facebook page and our Track Titan. Track Titan is on our sponsors. If you hit exclamation sponsors, you get our link to our Track Titan, which you can also use our referral code, which is capital letters NIUTT by NIUTT, and you can put our referral code in Track Titan, so you can get yourself some pretty nice free perks. No worky, I'll fix it, no problem. That is what we're here for. If anything is, guys, if anything seems to not be in order or not being on the right place, you guys can always tell us, and that's what we're here for. We'll happily or gladly fix it. Right. Anyways, let's go back to racing. See our guys out on track here. So we have Michael Cortez putting in some laps. His fastest lap so far seems to be a 2-minute one, which is a pretty fast lap considering that it's in the red plates. It's a pretty fast time, with the fastest time on the track right now being set by Mike Burkhoff in the Porsche 992 of a 159. That's a 159 flat. So you can definitely see that Michael Cortez's time here of a 2:2017 is a pretty good time. It's a pretty good time, and she's moving fast. Look at Lizzie. I'm pretty sure Lizzie is doing phenomenal because she's been showing some great pace lately. She's in the pits. Just as we wait for other people to join in on the server. We only have like a minute left. No, I am stressing. Don't worry, Tony. You got this. Also, Tony, I'm not sure if you're going to be free after you finish with your quali in white plates. If you could possibly join me in the booth, since your the last race is driver of the day. So if you can join me, and then I can get a couple questions going on with you. Oh, Tony isn't racing? My bad. I didn't know. Well, you definitely would be missed. Same as you, Jeremy. You both will be missed. We cannot wait to see you on track. And surprise, surprise, this is the only Lexus that I've seen on grid. It's Lexus is like one of those cars you rarely see on track. Being driven by my boy Blue. It's very good to see him here, and it's lovely for him to grace us with his presence. Thank you for coming. Anyways, let's see. Let's ride on with Pritchard. His best time is a 2:05, a 2:05.3. It's a good time. It's a good time in the hands. Speaking of Lizzie, let's see what her first time was. Her best was also a 2:05.2. So currently she's putting in a faster time than some of her red plate competitors. Let's see. Bryce back and driving the Ferrari 296 in the Boobies Racing. The Boobies Racing can livery. I love the it looks nice. I don't know if he has whoever made that has some true artistic talent, but not to take away from the Noobs RS cars. Just look at them. Look at those hexagons. Those cars look absolutely phenomenal. Alright. Let me make sure that I move on to the to live. Blue asks for a handicap BOP for tonight's race. I mean, pretty sure his first ride for the BOP is probably, going to just be like extra horsepower for him. So I'm pretty sure he's pretty fast. And thank you, One Big Lee, for this love and support. We really appreciate you guys coming in and supporting us as a community of Noobs RS. I really appreciate the love and the support. Ooh. Let me just make sure that everything on the stream is working properly. Alright, I did remember to put the overall times up there today. We figured it all out. Jeremy and I, behind the scenes, we all good. And just to make sure, let me make sure that why am I going into replay? Alright, let's go into options. make sure that I put in the video preset. Load. All right, go all the way down. Okay. No. All right, now it's time for quali. 20 minutes. White plates go out first. And we can already see Casey Swansiger in the Porsche 992 going out on track on his out lap. I'm pretty sure that the Porsche 992 is one of the best sounding cars in the game, and I absolutely love it. Bryce Vacant also out on track. Tolua. Seeing a whole lot of Ferraris on tracks. Ferrari and McLaren dominating the grid with only two BMWs and a single Lexus being driven by my boy Blue. Alright, so if we're talking about the race format, so in the GT3 series is pretty much just the GT4 series. Race format is going to be two 30-minute races, and it's two 30-minute races. Each race we go 20-minute quali where the white plates go out first, and then when it's 10 minutes left in the qualification, the red plates go out. And then we have a 30-minute race. After that 30-minute race, we have another 20-minute quali, which also handles the same. White plates go out first, and the last 10 minutes will be catered to the rest to the red plates. And I'm pretty sure that we're gonna have this is a rookie series, so there's going to be prizes for the red plates, where P1 in the championship, when they finish the championship, P1 in the championship is going to be getting thank you so much for the follow, Savage Lobos. Welcome to the stream. This is our first ever GT3 rookie series on Silverstone, and thank you for joining us. Really appreciate the love and support. So as I was saying, we have prizes for the M podium finishes as when the championship ends. P1 will be getting 6 months Trek Titan subscription, and then P2 will be getting 3 months of Trek Titan subscription, and P3 getting a 1 month Trek Titan subscription. Like I said, for those who don't know what Trek Titan is basically an AI coach, a sim racing AI coach, which supports many different sim racing games like assettocorsacompetizione, even Formula 1, and iRacing, and a lot more, that etc. So you can also use that to get a little bit of pointers on where to get time you're missing and everything. But as we're saying about prizes, the white plates right now, it still hasn't been decided what prizes they would get, or if they're going to get one, but it is still in discussion. And the race format, so the last race, the grand finale, which is race 6, let me check which is where. Grand finale, which is on Spa-Francorchamps. That race is will be worth double points, and it's a 1 hour long race with a single pit stop, with a single mandatory, let me put that, mandatory pit stop. And that would be the series for the first rookie series for the GT3 and GT4 that we have. GT4s is usually on Tuesdays, and we have our GT3s on Thursdays. So currently we have an enduro race. Just as a reminder again to you guys, we have an enduro race, Greece World enduro race, that's going to be on the 26th of January. You guys can sign up and join it. You can do it solo, since it's only a 2-hour race solo, or a maximum of 2 drivers per team. It'll be a GT4 race only. Alright, let's go back with our drivers. I'm really curious to see what time this Lexus is putting. So the Lexus is putting at best time currently is a 2:02.36, which is I'm pretty sure he's faster than that. He can actually put in a faster lap, as he is on an improvement lap right now, as he comes into the final corners oh, hello, welcome Tropical, welcome. Uncle David in the chat, spamming emotes as always, because if David is not spamming emotes, what else is he doing in the chat? Alright, as we stand right now, P1 is currently held by Mike Backhoff in a Porsche 992 with a best lap time of 1:59.1, followed by Ricky Bobby in the Ferrari 296 with a 1:59.7. So it's gonna be like a pretty close battle between those two. But as you know, the Porsche is really good when it comes to the takeoff. And just as I say that Ricky Bobby has put in a 1:59.2, is only being separated with only just a couple fractions of a second, couple hundredths of a second. Help me, David. Let's go over with Davin Anthony. Noobs RS privateer driver, driving the Ferrari 296 as he comes on to the Formula 1 start straight into hold on, let me pull up my track map here, so I can all right. I'm actually thinking I'm so bummed I can't race tonight. Yeah, we all want to be racing, but we gotta do what we gotta do. Fortunately, you had to go to work. I'm pretty sure Jeremy also wants to be here, but unfortunately he cannot because he's also working. But it's we have to do what we have to do, because sometimes life gets in the way, and we just have to keep on going. Okay. It's almost time for the red plates to go out. They should be lining up at the pit straight as they line up and wait. Alright, Devin Anthony coming in. Let's see if he's gonna put a improvement lap. Unfortunately, he bended on the left field there. Casey Swansiger with a 7/10 improvement as he comes into the final straight. Doesn't get it. He gets a better time, but he's not able to gain a position right there. Toloa, he just made like about 3/10, only to be in it right there. Commentator's curse, I think. My boy Blue has made up a position. He's now in P6 of the wide plate. P6 overall. Good. It's a good showing. Good showing. Look at my Uncle David here instigating. As we have the first Porsche 992 for the red plates going out. Look at that livery. I don't know, the colors just seem to pop. Like the colors are so in sync with each other. I don't know, how do you guys read this? Is this Soca or Socha? I'm not pretty sure because my African tongue will be telling me to read it as Socha, but I'll probably read it as Soca for now. Jacob Soca, the number 77 Porsche Link Racing Porsche 992 GT3. Watch as the red plates just complete their outlap of Lizzie Alisea, number 79 Noobs RS Junior driver in the yellow McLaren. That car looks nice with a pink spoiler. Because if you ever get pink on your car, you're gonna get like an extra 5 horsepower. Tony Vieira. This is another new name that I've seen on the grid. It's good to always see new people joining the grid and coming in to join us on the track. You wish you had known about the pink? Well, I was actually being modest. It will probably even give you 10 horsepower. It's a secret that I shouldn't have let out, you know. That's why we have pink on the Noobs RS Junior cars. Hopper. I'm not sure if it's me or if Hopper is having internet issues because she's like popping in and out. Let me see if that's the case with Biddulph. That does not seem to be the case, so it seems to be on his end. Welcome Quinn. Thank you for joining the stream. Welcome to the GT3 Rookie Series, Noobs RS GT3 Rookie Series A on Silverstone. A track that has 18 corners. It's a very technical track. And this track used to be a bomber station, World War II Air Force bomber station, and there were 3. I'm pretty sure there were like three runways on the airfield, and all those 3 runways were incorporated into the current racetrack as to date. You like the BMW livery? Well, all of our liveries are made by Jeremy Cubbage. He puts a lot of work and effort into making these cars. And right now we have Michael Cortez in P8 and P1 overall for the red plates, putting in a 202 just a couple tenths from P7 with the white plate. I'm pretty sure if he pushes it a little bit more, he'll be able to gain a position. With Tony Vieira in the SNK Motorsport Ferrari 296, putting in a 2923, just like a tenth behind Michael Cortez in the red plates. There's going to be a battling between these two for a P1. Benjamin Biddulph in the BMW putting in a 205. It's going to be so far he is P3 in the red plates. As I was saying, for Michael Cortez, it'll be good if he's able to get the position on Tolua, because that then would also consolidate his P1 position in the red plate, since he would have a white plate behind him. So he won't be vulnerable to immediate attacks from other red plates. And we also have to remember, qualifying is only the beginning of the race. You still have to drive the race and survive. Tony, I'm pretty sure if you're, I don't know how it works, but I think if they were able to put your information into the server log, you'll be able to join, but you won't be doing the qualification. You'd be starting from the back. So if you can't jump in right now, I would say jump in, because I'm pretty sure you have the pace to make up the positions. Roderick Rudd. Huh. His car says Noobs RS, but I don't have the livery. I'm not sure if this was like a mistake on my hand or something. I'll be sure to take a look into that. Yeah, Christopher Hopper is lagging. I don't know. His ping looks to be okay, but it's fluctuating a lot. Can we see Lizzie? Okay. We will see your sister taking in around the 205. Her best time is a 205 flat, and I'm pretty sure if she pushes just a little bit more, she'll be able to get in the 204s. So if we could, Uncle David, send a little bit of energy towards your sister, so she can, put in a personal faster lap. And just as we say that, Benjamin Biddulph, overall P7, is now shot up into the white plates, having Tolua right behind him. Benjamin Biddulph with the number 3 Noobs RS BMW, starting in P1 for the red plates. Michael Cortez, and just as I said, another red plate shoots up into P1 above Benjamin Biddulph and is now in P7. That is Tony Vieira, putting in a time of 2014. We have 2 yellow flags. I'm not sure if those were contact related. Oh, that was just probably due to them running out of time to put in another lap. Alright. And there you have it, folks. That is pretty most of them done with the quali. We only have 3 more cars. We actually have a few cars out on track right now. Tony Vieira on an improvement lap. Michael Cortez on an improvement lap as well. Lizzie Alisea. This will probably be like her last lap. And having I'm not sure who's that, but she's right on his heels. Right on her heels, I mean. Tony Danzig is scared to start in the back. Man, I don't know what. I'm pretty sure he can make up all this time in 2 or 3 laps. Starting in the back is not the end of the world. Jeremy did it. You can always do it. Alright, that is the session ending, and there we go. Tony Danzig, here he comes. Alright, I don't see Tony anymore, but alright. Where is my... Okay. Oh God, why do they want to move? Give me a second while I figure this out. Why? Alright. Okay. Alright. There we go. Here we go, guys. Here's our grid after qualification. We have Mike Backoff driving the Porsche 992 and the Mike Rules 90 Porsche 992 in P1, followed by Ricky Bobby in the 296 Ferrari in the Bobby Ferrari. Bryce Berkand in another Porsche Ferrari 296 and number 69 Ferrari 296, followed by Devin Anthony in P4. Casey Swansiger in the Noobs RS Porsche 992. In P5, Tony Vieira in another Ferrari 296. P7, the only Lexus on grid, driven by my boy Blue, the Octopus Supercar. Benjamin Biddulph in P8, driving the number 3 BMW. With Tolua in another Ferrari 296, followed by P10, Michael Cortez in the Noobs RS Junior McLaren. Trey Pritchard in the Second Stormers Porsche 992 in P11, and Alpha Toth in the Noobs RS Junior McLaren. Sorry, I don't know why his livery is not showing. The P13, Roderick Rudd and another Noobs RS car. Chris Russell in Royalty Racing BMW. The P15, Jacob Soccer in the Link Racing Porsche 992, followed by Chris Hopper in the JP Motorsport McLaren. Lizzie Alisea, another Noobs RS Junior driver, in P17. For some reason, I kept expecting to see Tony Danzig. We miss you, Tony. As we get on board with our drivers as they get ready to start the first race of the GT3 Rookie Series, and there we go. Tony Danzig in the pits, driving the also driving a Porsche 992 for the Noobs RS team. Tony Danzig. Well, his name is actually almost reliable. Tony Danzig. Tony almost reliable Danzig, as they say. Driving the 132 Noobs RS Porsche. as we watch the drivers complete their outlap on the first GT3 Rookie Series for the Noobs RS community. And guys, do remember that, like I said, exclamation sponsors. And you can see all of the sponsors that sponsor Noobs RS Second Core. We have Track Titan. You can also join Second Core's Discord if you need any more information on them. Also check our socials, our YouTube or Facebook, also our Instagram. There's a lot of media being posted there. With Kevin Rivera mainly managing the media of the team. And I'm pretty sure we also have a YouTube channel where most of the stream VODs will be posted at the end of the races after a day, just to comply with the Twitch guidelines. As we come on to the Wellington Straight. Alright, very soon we'll be going green and we'll be marking the start of the race. Good luck to everyone, good luck to everyone. And we hope that we have a nice clean lap. A clean lap 1. As we come into the coming off Lawfield. And with Mike Backhoff leading us to the start of the race. There's all the most of the drivers that coming through Woodcote onto the international straight. As we wait for green. And we are green. Go, go, go. And Mike Backhoff taking it all the way into corps, pushing in. Do we have? It seems like we have people going in pretty nice. We don't seem to have any yellow flags so far. Going into maggots and buckets. This is usually a tricky part in the circuit, where most of the accidents happen. We already have yellow flags. Yellow flags occurring. Lizzie Aliseya involved in the flags. 3 yellow flags. We have my boy Blue being a chicane in the middle. Thank you for the follow. I am Daddy TV. Thank you for the follow and welcome to the Noobs RS GT3 Rookie Series on Silverstone. My boy Blue still parked in the middle. That's how it's supposed to be done. Hold your brakes until it's safe for you to rejoin. Just unlucky for him. Welcome to the stream. Really appreciate you and appreciate the follow. Welcome to our GT3 Rookie Series, our first ever GT3 Rookie Series for the Noobs RS community. As it stands, we have Mike Backhoff still in P1, Ricky Bobby in P2, followed by Devin Anthony in P3. And let's see, Tony Danzig has already made up 2 positions coming from the pits. They're driving the Noobs RS Porsche 992. Tony almost reliable Danzig. That poor Lexus. We have yellow flags on Hopper. What happened? Let's go back 15 seconds in time. I'm not sure if that was network related or something. Yeah, that was probably network related. Let's see race statistics. Alright, we have Alpha Toth has already gained 3 positions right now. Let's see Hopper, yellow flags. His network is not stable. It's his ping is fluctuating. which is making him glitch and bob around all over the track. But I hope he'll be able to keep it in one piece. Checking with our race leader, Mike Barkov is just running away. But closely behind, we have Ricky Bobby in the Bobby Ferrari battling with Davin Anthony. The two Ferraris close by going at it. We have yellow flags in Tolua. What happened? Not sure if 15 seconds was enough for me to go back in time to find it. Something probably happened, but you hate to see it. You hate to see it. As we continue, we can see that people are gaining. Devin Anthony has gained one position and is now in P3. And Benjamin Biddulph gaining 2 positions in the number 3 BMW for the Noobs RS. Hopefully Hopper can fix his net issues for the future races. Might have to give him info on the game booster. And definitely, yes, I would probably have to share some info on him with him about the game booster. Alright, as of now, my boy Blue has lost the most positions due to that incident that happened. Check in on Lizzie Alicea. She has made up 2 positions in this race, with Tony making up 4 positions. And we can see my boy Blue absolutely sending it, trying to make up those positions he lost. As we have a battle right behind Jacob Soka between Tony Danzig. Between Tony Danzig and Roderick Rudd. This is not for position, however, because Roderick Rudd is a red plate and Tony is a white plate, and we see Tony is able to make that pass well before he gets into Maggots and Baggots, as he is pushing that Porsche 992. We have yellow flags on Roderick Rudd. Let's see, go back up 30 seconds in time. Let's see what happened with him. Alright, he goes out. Goes out in track on corpse. I think he might have hit a bump in that McLaren. That McLaren sometimes does not like curbs. I'm not sure what happened there. It might have just seemed like maybe he put in a little bit too much gas. And we have yellow flags on Michael Cortez as well. Michael Cortez is now in P3. He's gained up 2 positions, but I'm pretty sure he'll be able to get another position on Tony Vieira if he keeps on driving well. Tony, almost reliable Danzig, almost catching another driver. He's right behind the BMW of Chris Russell. It's not for position, but it would benefit Tony if he just passes him quick. He's probably gonna try and send it on the inside. And Chris Russell leaves the door open for Tony, but he's gonna get him as they get into before they get into it. But Tony hogs the corner just to make sure that he can get this overtake done into hood court. But that BMW is such a drag star in the straight. As you can see, it's just that top speed of the BMW is just able to keep up with Tony Danzig. As we check up with the front 2. It looks like Ricky Bobby was able to pull away from Davin Anthony. Now it's between Davin Anthony and Bryce Berkant fighting for P3 in the 2 Ferrari 296s. Nice and clean from both of them. Yes, that is some close side-by-side racing. Checking on with P1 for the red plates. With it's Benjamin Biroff and that BMW Noobs RS BMW. We're having Tony Vieira right behind him. As they are about to come into the Wellington Straight, but I'm pretty sure Benjamin Biroff will be able to pull out to increase the gap with BMW's top speed. But just as I say that, I see that the top speed is from a Ferrari putting in at 253 kilometers an hour, with Benjamin Biroff only being able to put 247. And there we go. We have them side by side as they go into Woodcote. We'll try to see if I think Tony Vieira is going to be able to make this this overtake as they come into Corps, because he's on the inside. It favors him more. But if Benjamin Biroff is able to stay close, he might be able to get it. Oh no, he's not able to get it into Maggots and Beckets. As Tony Vieira takes takes P1 for the red plates, and Benjamin Biroff is now right behind, with Michael Cortez following behind in P3 for the red plates. Tony Danzig now in overall P11 and coming up on Pritchard. Another fellow Porsche 992 driver. Benjamin Biroff, yes, as Benjamin Biroff is playing on a controller, so that should also be taken into account, that it doesn't matter whether you're playing on a wheel, on a controller, you can still have fun on ACC. We might have a battle on our hands between Chris Russell and Jacob Socker. Porsche 992 versus a BMW GT3. As they're going down the F1 start straight. Pretty sure that, I'm not sure if that is called the National Straight, but I think that's the one that's called the National Straight. Oh, that Porsche 992 clipped the curb a little bit, but he was able to keep it under control. This make a move. They come towards the Wellington Straight. With the Wellington Straight, they come into Bakersfield and Luffield. But it seems like Chris Russell is going to be able to hold on to the position as it comes into some of the final turns. V-lining that onto Woodcote as he goes. Checking up Ricky Bobby still in P2. Devin Anthony and Bryce Beckett still in a close battle. As you see right now, the best time, the fastest lap is by Mike Backoff, putting in a 1:58.8. With the second best time being set by Ricky Bobby of a 1:59.7. So you can see like Mike Backoff's best time is about faster with almost a whole second. And just as a remember, exclamation sponsors in the chat, so you can see the sponsors that make the Power Noobs RS League. We have Track Titan, Second Core, and you can also use exclamation socials to get our socials, all our social medias and going on. Michael Cortez still in P3, but it looks like Upper Tooth is catching. Looks like Alpha Toad is catching some ground. But Tony Danzig, just as we say, Tony Danzig is now in overall P9 as he makes a move down on Apatooth. So if Apatooth can stay close to Tony, hoping that when Tony gets to Michael Cortez, he can kind of slow him down a little bit, and so he can be able to. We had yellow flags on Devin Anthony. What happened? Don't tell me that they ended up having a coming together. Oh no, that curb. It seems like he has a little bit of damage in front of that Ferrari. That is not a showroom ready Ferrari at all, but you can keep on going. So that puts Casey Swansiger into P4. The Noobs RS driver who already has 2 championships on his belt, which is why you see 2 silver stripes on his car. Tony Vieira in P1. It seems like he has been able to put a considerable gap. Now he's leading Benjamin Biddulph with like 4.3 seconds, which is a considerable gap, and he's actually catching up to Casey Swansiger. So you can see we have some red plates actually putting in a battle on this onto these white plates. As we hop over to Lizzie, being able to put in a fast time of 2:54. Let's see. Let's hop onto the car with her. As she's about to come on onto club, down the national straight. Down the national straight is about to come into hobby. Just a little bit, a lot more braking there. There's actually a way you can make that one without using the brake. Straight into hobby as she comes into farm, into village, straight into the loop. As she goes down into Iron Tree, flat out, as she makes it in straight into the Wellington straight. As you can hear that McLaren roar. Straight down into third, into second, as she goes into Brooklands and Laffield. Straight. Overall good stuff by her. She's really been putting in a lot of practice into this, and you can see how her pace is improving. Into Woodcote, straight into Corps as she goes. Alright. Now we have Tony Danzig and P8 starting from the pits, and he has now made it up to P8 as he is about to come onto club. And he's 4 seconds behind Devin Anthony, and right now he's actually lapping faster than Devin Anthony, so he has a chance to get a position on him. Looks like we have yellow flags on Hopper again to go 15 seconds back into time. Yeah, these issues might be internet related. I might need to help him tell him about a game booster that'll help him stay connected a bit better. My boy Blue now in P14, driving the only Lexus in game. If there's one of the better sounding cars that I like, is the Lexus. Let's hop in it as you listen to that car. I don't know what engine it has in it, but it sounds pretty good. As he's driving right behind Jacob Socker and Chris Russell, which can easily be a three-way battle, even though for my boy Blue it won't be for position, but it'll be good for him so he can make up time to his other red plate competitors. And we can see Jacob Socker going a little bit off track as they go into Maggers and Beckett's. He yields a little bit because he doesn't want to go too wide into Maggers and Beckett's. It's a really difficult part of the track to go too wide there. Yellow flag, yellow flag. See what happened to Pato, the Noobs RS junior driver. I don't know what happened there, but in my screen it just looked like his car just randomly, his suspension randomly bottomed out or something. Always that, you know how sometimes that McLaren hates gas in the slower corners. But it seems like he was able to make a recovery, a pretty quick recovery. So we have Mike Backoff just pulling away. We have another yellow flag, but it seems like it was a momentary yellow flag. Mike Backoff pulling away. He's leading P2 with 11 seconds. Ricky Bobby in P2, and just right behind him is Bryce Berkant, just 2 seconds behind. We have yellow flags and Pritchard. And Pritchard driving the Porsche 992. That Porsche sometimes can be very wild. Yep. It's just a Porsche moment. But my boy Blue is now in P12. Slowly going up the grid. We have 11 minutes left in the race. Lizzie Alice in the pits. What happened? I'm not sure if she got damaged. She probably got damaged, and she's trying to repair the damage. Tires were gone. Wait, tires were gone? Unlucky. Well, just get your damage fixed up and get back in there. As we can see, as I was saying, Tony Danzig has actually made it past Devin Anthony, and Tony Danzig is now in P7, but he is P5 overall for the white plates right now. His next car will be Benjamin Biddulph in the BMW, and he is close because he's only 2.5 seconds away from Benjamin Biddulph, and he's lapping faster than him. So I'm pretty sure in about 2-3 laps, Tony Danzig will be making it up to Benjamin Biddulph. As we see, Benjamin Biddulph is really close to Casey, only 0.6 seconds between these two, even though Casey Swanseger is a white plate and Benjamin Biddulph is a red plate. But also remember that Benjamin Biddulph is racing in with a controller. You can see all those inputs. He is our controller king right now in the league. And I'm pretty sure Alpa Toth is also racing on a controller, which shows you don't need an expensive wheel to enjoy sim racing. Tony Vieira putting in a best time of 2 minutes, and is now in P4 overall and P1 for the red plates. Casey Swanseger. We can see Tony Danzig closing the position. Tony Danzig is actually making a whole lot of progress. If we take a look at Biddulph, Tony Danzig is now only 0.6 seconds onto Biddulph, so Tony Danzig might even catch Casey Swanseger. As we can see, it's oh, Casey went wide, which automatically is gonna yield the position to Tony Danzig and Biddulph as they continue to push on, putting Tony Danzig in P6 and Benjamin Biddulph in overall P5. It looks like Tony is gonna try and dive on the inside. But Oh, it looks like he tapped Benjamin Biddulph in the back a little bit there, Tony. Because Tony is really pushing. He is pushing. But you know, Rubbing is racing. It's like there wasn't like an incident. It was just a little tap. Cases once again seems like he has paint damage on the back of that Porsche 992. Lots of NIU cars in a row. Good for screenshots. Really, yeah, it's really good for screenshots. 7 minutes left in the first GT3 Rookie Series race for the Noobs RS community. Let's see, Lizzie Alicea, she is back on track, and she is right behind. She's right behind Trey Pritchard and Upper Tooth. Come on, Lizzie, you have a lot of people rooting for you. Don't disappoint and keep on going. We hop on with Devin Anthony. Seems to be still driving without damage, as I guess that it wasn't a lot of damage. Back on with Benjamin Biddulph. Tony Danzig. Like I was saying, ladies and gentlemen, Tony Danzig has successfully made the pass on Benjamin Biddulph on the third lap. I called it. So don't be saying commentators curse. Call it commentators prediction. Call it a blessing, if you will. We have Tony Danzig is now in P5 and P4 overall. And right now, he is putting in his best time is a 1:59.9, and putting in lapping the track faster than P4, than the 2:96 of Tony Vieira. Meaning that Tony, if he keeps on pushing the way he's pushing, he might catch up to him, but it won't give him a position, unfortunately. Which goes to show, if he was here for the start of the race, he could have probably got himself another podium. Oh, yellow flags on Casey Swansiger. Maggots and Beckett's. Let's see what happens with Maggots and Beckett's. Not sure if it was the curb. Yeah, it was the curb as he tried to brake. He tried to brake there, so as to get the car stable, but it just ended up going straight, which yields a position to Devin Anthony, who is now P7, and Casey Swansiger is now in P8. Michael Cortez is still in P3, you know, making it around the track steadily, still in P3 for the red plates. My boy Blue is now in P10, but he's battling Tolua right now for P10 position. As you can see, they are really close to each other. As they are about to come over into the loop. And Tolua seems like he's probably going to dive on the inside, gaining the position on, but my boy Blue still has the inside on the loop, which is probably gonna give him an advantage as he goes into the Wellington straight, keeping the position away from Tolua. They are side by side as they go into Luffield, and it seems like my boy Blue was able to defend his position. Let's see if he can make it through one of the final turns as they are about to go into Woodcote. And it seems like he has consolidated his position as Tolua loses a position to Chris Russell, which is going to help. Blue, defend a little bit more, as there's only 2 minutes 45 seconds left in the race. Mag Barkov is just doing hot laps at this point. He's leading P2 with 18 seconds. We have yellow flags on Tolua and Chris Russell. Let's go back 30 seconds in time and see what happened between the two. Oh, it seems like Tolua went a little bit off track as he hit the grass into there. Was it into Maggots and Beckets? It probably was. Oh, the BMW hit the curb and it just slipped off the curb, and there's nothing Tolua could have done there, as that accident was just suddenly happened in front of him. Bryce Beckett and Ricky Bobby separating each other with only 0.8 seconds. This could definitely be a battle for the last lap. For P2, Tony Vieira at P4, and overall P1 in the red plates, with Tony almost reliable Danzig being able to make it up to P5 overall in P4 for the white plates. Benjamin Biddulph, P2 on the red plates, being followed by Davin Anthony in P7, and the Noobs RS Ferrari 296, Casey Swansiger P8. As we only have 48 seconds left in the race. Michael Cortez in P3 for the red plates and P9 overall. A very good, strong showing by Michael Cortez here today. And if you're just joining us, welcome to race 1 for the GT3 Rookie Series. We have another qualification, 20-minute quali after this, and we have another 30-minute race that's going to follow here. My boy Blue in P10 driving the only Lexus on grid, one of the rarest cars to see on grid. P11 Jacob Soccer. But I hope that we're going to be able to see last lap sends as people go more aggressive to get more, try and get positions going. As Mike Beckhoff, P1 is on the last lap, coming into Maggots and Beckett's. And I'm pretty sure that is not the news other people didn't want to hear. People like Bryce Birkin, because he has Ricky Bobby in the Bobby Ferrari coming really hard on his heels. But the difference is only 0.6 seconds, and it can pretty much change in an instant over the course of the lap. All Bryce has to do is just defend. As you see that battle going. See, this is not a battle position. Devin Anthony in P7 with Casey Swansiger right behind him. Michael Cortez P9. Yellow flags. Not sure what happened with Alpha Toth, but he's in P13. Jacob Soccer has been able to make it into P4 for the red plates, but right now he has Tolua Oloyagbe right behind him. Oh no! Because we were able to catch that on stream. I think that's gonna make him lose a position to Chris Russell. Rodrigo has already completed his lap. And we have Pritchard on yellow flags. Let's see what happened. Let's go back 15 seconds in time and put on the helicam. It seems like just one of those Porsche moments, which happens when they're having that engine in the rear. Just makes that rear one to keep on going. Alright, as we seem to have, we still have last minute battles. Do we have any last minute battles happening on track? Alright, Mike Backoff coming in P1 and that 992 Porsche, followed by Bryce Beck and then the 296 Ferrari, the Ken Ferrari, with the Ricky Bobby in P3, making out our top 3 overall and our top 3 in the white place. In P1 for the red place, Tony Vieira. In P4 overall, followed by Tony Almost Reliable Danzig. In P5, Benjamin Bidoff coming P6 and P2 for the red plates. We have Devin Anthony coming in P7 overall. Casey Swansiger P8. Michael Cortez P3 for the red plates. Very strong showing by Michael. Really, we love to see the work and the dedication being put in by the Noobs junior drivers as they keep on improving their skill. My boy Blue with the coming in P10 due to that unfortunate incident that happened at the beginning of the race. And we have Lizzie Alisea on P11. We have Chris Russell in P12. No, it changed. Couldn't tell you the whole grade what happened. Tony Quick in that 992. Yeah, he's been driving the car for quite some time now. I'm pretty sure it's been over 2 months, and he's really showing some great strides in it too. But overall, Tony is a quick driver, you know. All right. See, load up this as we about to go in to the second qualification, and we're gonna have another 30-minute race. Overall, that was a good race by everybody, and overall clean up one. But you know, racing incidents happen. It's part of racing. My boy Blue, that was unfortunate that that incident kind of took you out, but we were rooting for you. Getting battle hard, love it. Yeah, you know, we're keeping track, but overall you did good to stay in there and make up a couple positions. So, like I was saying, exclamation sponsors. The CEO, our track tied in second core sponsors. You can also join second core Discord, so you can get more information on second core. Track tied in is a coaching AI, and you can go on. It's a coaching AI for sim racing, assettocorsacompetizione, Formula 1, and you can do it just to it help you get those extra tenths that you're probably missing and teach you how you should be teach you the proper race line and stuff. And as we were saying, why did I do that? All right. As I was saying, this is our GT3 Rookie Series. Just so you guys know, this is our GT3 Rookie Series on Silverstone circuit. We're gonna have the next one is going to be on Paul Ricard on Thursday the same time, and we also have one on Mondays, the GT4 Rookie Series, Series A. So Series A would be a set of tracks for both GT4 and GT3. That way, when you practice, you know that you're practicing the same race for the week. And so we're going to go on to second pole record for the next one, which is next Thursday, next week. And for race 3 will be on Misano World Circuit for both GT4 and GT3 Rookie Series. But that will also, after that, we're gonna have an endurance race, a 2-hour enduro race. You can do it solo or with a teammate, and it's going to be on the 26th of January. GT4 cars only, so we hope you guys can sign up and join up, so we're gonna be able to get at least 15 cars on the grid, as we're hoping that we can grow the Noobs RS community. And also, what you guys have to know is in this series there's going to be both GT4 GT3 series, so we're going to have prizes for the red plates, where P1 gets 6 month subscription on Track Titan, P2 gets 3 month subscription, and P1 gets P3 gets 1 month subscription of Track Titan. And the white plates prices are still being decided, and it will be notified, and when I have the information I will be sure to tell you guys. 6th overall on controller, that is good. That is a great position. What is your name in game? What was your driver name? Because I'm pretty sure we have I know that we have Arpa Toth, is also a controller driver. We have Benjamin Birov, who's also another controller driver, and we have you. Oh, well, thank you. That was funny. So we have 2 controller drivers that I know of on the grid right now, and all right, and all right, and our race format. So we said we have 20-minute quali, and then we have a 30-minute race, another 20-minute quali, and a 30-minute race. So in the quali, we have the first 10 minutes of the 20 minutes. We have our white plates going out first, doing the qualification, and then when the 10-minute mark, we have the red plates going in, and all white plates have to return to the pits. And then we have our 30-minute race. But the grand finale is going to be on Spa-Francorchamps, and that race is going to be worth double points, because it's going to be a 1-hour race with a mandatory pit stop. So people will be required to do a pit stop, which I think is actually necessary for a rookie series, as it teaches the rookies how to do a pit stop and have pit strategy in mind. Alright, as we hop on with as the qualification commences. Let me check my my Discord here. Alright. I'm sure what I can do for you guys whilst we're waiting, we can put in a little bit of background music. She's going to be playing a little bit in the background. I saw you coming low. I'm like, well, you did pretty good. You are putting like consistent times, Lizzie, and consistency is also a key. Is also key to improving a lot, because you might be able to put a fast time, but you're not able to replicate it. So it's better you put in a consistent time that you're more comfortable with, and that way you'll be able to capitalize on other drivers making mistakes. Michael, thank you for the follow. And Camlinator, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the Noobs RS GT3 Rookie Series. Exclamation SimGrid, it will take you to a SimGrid page, so you guys can be able to also find out to join the community and join up on these races, to join us on track as we look to make memories on track, as this marks the start of the Noobs RS GT3 Rookie Series. And since we just have other people joining in, I might as well just start telling you what this series is all about. So 2 race formats, 20-minute quali each, 20-minute quali, 30-minute race, 20-minute quali, and 30-minute race again. So we have two splits, red plates and white plates. White plates go first on the 20-minute quali, and when there's 20 minutes left in the qualification, we have red plates going out and white plates coming into the bits. Also, exclamation socials and exclamation sponsors. You can see our sponsors that power our rookie league, which is Track Titan, Second Core, and more on their Discord. For our socials, you can see us on Facebook with Kevin Rivera managing most of our media goals. And we have Jeremy Kubic, who makes all of the Noobs RS liveries, our team principal. With me in the booth, Noobs RS driver Alexio Gopper. You're welcome, and I'm very happy to be your host today. Let's hop on with Tony Danzig, who was finally able to qualify with a 1:59.4, is actually less than a tenth. Is only like hundreds behind Mike Burkhoff. And right now he's on an improver lap with like 1/10. If he keeps it going, he will be able to shoot up into P2 for the white plates. Tony almost reliable Danzig. Casey Swansiger also out on track, trying to put on quali time. Last race didn't really go well for him because he ended up spinning with Porsche, doing Porsche things. But right now, Casey Swansiger, overall P5. As we Devin Anthony, P6, putting in a 2:03, followed by Tolua Oleagbe with a 2:01. My boy Blue putting in a 2:15. We're just playing a little bit of background music whilst the people are out there doing their quali. As we hop on board and see Tony Danzig as he's coming onto the final corners, making it to Woodcote. He is 1/10 up. You can see him being frustrated and putting it into the wall because he was 2/10 up, but he lost it all and he couldn't make any improvements on it. But it happens to everybody. It happens to the best of us. You just look at that delta and it's green, and you just feel like you want to push it more, and you just end up messing it up. As it stands, Casey Swansiger in P2, able to put in a 1:59.37. Good job. P1, Ricky Bobby. As we hop on with the red plates as they make it out onto the track. Ricky Bobby in the Porsche 992. Benjamin Biddulph in the number 3 BMW for the Noobs RS. Not bad for being a you're actually driving that Lexus better, considering that you're the only Lexus on track. That in itself is an impressive feat. Right. Let's hop on. I don't know why Tony Vieira is still in the pits. I don't know if he's having issues or what, but he's still in the pits. Bunch of meta chases. All right, if you're ready, Tony, you can jump into the booth, into the standby, and I can drag you in, and we can get your drive of the day going on. If you just jump on in on the standby. Alright, I'm gonna pause the music. Tony!
Hey, my brother from another mother!
Alright, so, you are the driver of the day, voted driver of the day last time as we had the GT4 series, GT4 rookie race on Silverstone.
Round of applause.
Yep, round of applause for you. Even though today you were able to drive really fast, I'm not sure you finished about P4, I think, starting from the pits. That was a great showing by you.
Yeah.
You're really pushing that little Porsche, making it sing. So, what we'd like to know from you is what is going to be your game plan going into race 2?
My game plan, just like it is in every other thing, I'm going to go in hard and fast on the first couple of laps. I'm not going to give up very much room, and I'm going to, rubbing's racing, but I don't want to rub it with anybody. But I like to run it close, so I'm going to go as aggressively as I can and hope that plays, for me in the long run.
All right. Well, that seems to be like a good strategy to make up a lot of positions. And another thing is like how you finding the series? How you enjoying it? The good, the bad.
Oh, I love it. I love everybody in the community. It's a great, I enjoy you. I enjoy Jeremy. I enjoy all the not mods, but the people in charge, just the people of the group. It's great. The racing's great. It's good, clean racing. It's all about learning. And, we're in the process of learning as well as having some fun. I get to be one of the faster drivers. It comes naturally to me. So, it's just nice to have like-minded people to race with.
Well, that is pretty much it I have for you for now. I hope to see you on the podium at the end of this race because you were able to qualify. I saw that you kind of binned it in the last corner.
First, I was up 3/10, and then I was up like a tenth and something into that last corner, and I blew it.
Yeah.
So then I just send it into the wall.
It happens to the best of us. You just look at that delta and you see it's green and you're like, let me push it a little bit more. Then you just end up losing your time. But I'm pretty sure you'll be able to make that position pretty quick because you're starting what, P3? You'll be able to make into P2.
P3 or P4, yeah.
Okay, you're starting P4, but I'm pretty sure because Mike Backoff right now is only 100th of a second ahead of you. So
I know. They were all within the 10th, so
you even have the possibility to get P1.
Like I said, I'm gonna go hard and fast, and I'm coming for that podium.
All right, my brother. Thank you for the
interview,
and
thanks for having me.
Good luck to you.
Have a great race, everybody.
Right, so that was Tony Almost Reliable Danzig. That was a pretty good showing from him, from the pits on to P4. And now that he's been able to qualify, we hope that he can be able to show us what he's really made of. Like what he did in the previous race, in the GT4 Rookie Series. Alright, jumping on. Let's see what's happening on track with our red plates. P1 in the red plates right now. Benjamin Biddulph putting in a time of a 2:01.6, being followed by Michael Cortez in P2. Also a great showing by Michael Cortez from in the last race. Jacob Soccer 2:03. P4 will be Trey Pritchard, being followed by the BMW driven by Chris Russell. Just as I say that, Tony Vieira shows us his magic, and he pushes on to P7 overall and P1 in the red plates, the Brazilian stallion. Lizzie Aliceller, she hasn't been able to put in a time yet, but she still has time. She still has time for one more lap, if I'm not mistaken, if my calculations are right. And yellow Noobs RS McLaren, made by our team principal Jeremy Kovic, makes all deliveries for the Noobs RS drivers. He will really works a lot, that guy, into making a lot of liveries, because sometimes he has to make liveries for over 34 cars by himself. Casey Swanziger in P2, and I also want to see a great showing from Casey Swanziger, because the last race didn't happen to go his way with the Porsche doing Porsche stuff, but I know Casey has the pace. He has the pace, especially in the Porsche. He has the pace. As we have 15 seconds left in the quali. Tony Vieira, P7 overall, putting in a 2:04. Benjamin Biddulph in P2 for the red plates, and P8 overall. These two have always been close to each other. And let's see how they pan out in the race. As we know, like, Benjamin Biddulph is on a controller, so is Alpa Toth, but he's already in the pits. It's another Noobs RS junior driver. So his livery is not showing up, but it's almost it's the same as Lizzie Alice's. It's just the number is different, with Alpa Toth being number 4, and the number 4 Noobs RS Junior McLaren. Chris Russell ended up sideways. Uncle David, welcome back. Good to have you back. Alright. Watch your tone. Alright, as we wait, we can click drive. Alright. Yeah. Alright, as we have, let's go out on track and meet our drivers, as we have a new pole position holder, Ricky Bobby, in the Bobby Ferrari, followed by Casey Swanziger in P2, the Noobs RS driver, Mike Burkhoff in the Porsche 992, followed by Tony Almost Reliable Danzig in P4, Bryce Birkin in the Ken 296, being followed by Tony Vieira, the 133 Ferrari 296, Devin Anthony in P7, and Benjamin Biddulph starting at in P8 for the Noobs RS, driving that BMW for the Noobs RS. Toluwa Oloyagbe in P9 in the Scudera Ferrari. My boy Blue driving the only Lexus on grid. And P10, Michael Cortez, the Noobs RS junior driver. In P10, Jacob Socher driving the Link Racing Porsche 992 in P12. Output 12th, another Noobs RS Junior driver in P13. Trey Pritchard in P14, followed by Chris Russell in the BMW Royalty Racing. Roderick Rudd in the Noobs RS McLaren, and having Lizzie Alicea, the 79 Noobs RS Junior McLaren. As we wait for them to start their outlap, as we wait for the second race for our GT3 Rookie Series race event 1. And as we are sitting here, we have to say thank you to everybody in the chat, and thank you for the love and support. We really appreciate you guys being here, as you guys make all that we do possible. Alright. And as our drivers here are performing their outlap on Silverstone, 18 corners in Silverstone. The track is made up on three runways of an airfield that was in World War II, Beaumont Station, located in the UK. A really technical track. So we have Casey Swansiger rapidly warming up his tires on that Porsche 992. What just happened? Somebody just went into the wall right there. How do you go into the wall in the outlap? Please don't let it be Tony. But as the cars are moving up, we get to keep on watching the beautiful liveries, like the one we have on Bryce Becken's Ferrari, the Kent 296. Boobies Racing. The Boobies Racing 296. We're looking really good. We have Tony Vieira, the leader of the Red Plates, as they're coming all onto the National Street. We have Russell Rudd, Chris Russell, and Roderick Rudd being in the back, but okay, it's just my HUD hasn't updated. Yeah, so Mike Backoff. We have three Porsches in the beginning. Ricky Bobby is probably gonna lose the P1. It's probably gonna lose P1 by this as we go green, because those Porsches have some serious takeoff. As we can see, Tony Danzig and along the way is waiting to pounce as the cars are lining up in nose-arc formation, waiting for the coming into left field, as we're going to be waiting for green for race 2 for the Noobs RS GT3 Rookie Series. On to Woodcote with our pole sitter, Ricky Bobby, followed by Casey Swansiger. Casey Swansiger has a great opportunity of getting P1 by the time they get to Maggots and Baggots, as we are about to go green. Green, green, green. As you can see, it seems like Ricky Bobby was able to, but Mike Berkoff takes the chance on Casey Swansiger and is going to be in front of Casey as they reach Maggots and Beckett. Ricky Bobby seems to have survived, but Mike Berkoff seems to be hot on his heels. As we see a packed grid going through Maggots and Beckett. And everyone seems to have made it unscathed into Maggots and Beckett. Lizzie just being a little mowing the lawn a little bit. Michael Cortez on the outside of Upper Tooth. Seems like he's, or was it Upper Tooth making a move on Michael Cortez? That was a lovely overtake by RP. As we see them going on to the National Straight. And cars are now starting to space up. As Mike Berkoff is still in P2. And Ricky Bobby is well in front, but Mike Berkoff can easily catch up here. Casey Swansiger in P3. And right behind, Tony Danzig. Being followed behind by Bryce Berkant. As you can see, Lizzie Elisea right behind Roderick Rudd. I'm pretty sure she'll be able, there'll be chances for her here. And as we can see, yellow flags on Jacob Socker. Seems to be, so he just washed out wide and he held his brakes because that was going to be a terrible rejoin, but he did it perfectly. Just held his brakes and wait for the other cars to move to pass. Keeping up with the battle between, it seems like there's probably like a car length or two between Ricky Bobby and Mike Berkoff. Casey Swansiger and Tony Danzig, both Noobs RS drivers who drive the Porsche 992 GT3. It's just a matter of who has the better exit, the better line, and who has the slipstream between those two. But right now it seems like everyone is pushing it. It's hammer time. As we check in with P1 for the red plates. Tony Vieira having Devin Anthony on his heels. Oh, that was narrowly avoided. But at least Pritchard washed out wide to avoid hitting Chris Russell there. And now that is giving Lizzie a chance to come up on him. And she can make up the position if she commits to this. We have a three-way battle between Tolua Oliagbe, my boy Blue, and Benjamin Biddulph. This can easily be a battle for P8, even though Benjamin is in a red plate and Benjamin misses the track, goes off track a little bit and validates his lap. Checking with Michael Cortez. Michael Cortez dropped down to P4 on the right plates. with Alpha Tooth making that pass take at the beginning of the lap 1. Blue, Tolua, right behind Blue, and it seems like he washed out wide. He was not able to make that corner. We have yellow flags on. Yellow flags. Devin Anthony. Between Devin Anthony and Tony Rivera. It looks like Devin Anthony just ended up collecting the end of the rear end of that Ferrari of Tony Vieira. So now we have Benjamin Biddulph in P1 for the red plates. As he's driving on a controller. Let's hop on and do an onboard lap with him as he comes out of cops, accelerating straight to go down into Maggots and Baggots. He's just right behind my boy Blue and Bryce Birkins. I think he needs to be in third right there. Auto Chapel. As my boy Blue and Tolua keep on battling right ahead of him, which is good for him because they might lose time to each other, give him a chance. As they're heading now into Vale and on to Club. But as I say so, Tony Vieira is coming in close behind him, because now Biddulph is just leading Tony Vieira by 0.9 seconds. Okay. Into RB, into form. About to move in straight into Village. The Village onto the loop. As we go straight in, heading into the Wellington Straight. As it seems like Tony Vieira is closing the distance pretty rapidly on Benjamin Biddulph. So Benjamin Biddulph might end up losing this position pretty soon. As it goes. Check up on the front three. It looks like Ricky Bobby and Mike Berkoff are now so close between each other. Only 0.4 seconds separating the two. And Mike Berkoff is really pushing the Porsche. As we see right now. As we check right now, Mike Berkoff having the fastest lap of the race. Meaning right now he's lapping faster than Ricky Bobby, so he's going to be able to make that position, that pass onto Ricky Bobby as they're into the National Straight. Is he going to go on the inside? No, he backs off, which is good. If you think you cannot make it, just back off and wait for another opportunity. Still has 20 minutes left in the race. As they push into the loop, going on straight for the Wellington Straight. But I don't think he's going to be able to catch that Ferrari in the Wellington Straight. As Ricky Bobby keeps on going. Down straight into left field. It looks like these two are battling really hard for P1. And Ricky Bobby almost opened the inside. They're really right behind him. As they keep on going down, out of corpse, heading straight for the maggots and baggots. As you can see, Mike Backoff generally having a better line into maggots and baggots. But that Chapo kind of lost time in Chapo a little bit. But that slipstream, he also got the slipstream, so it's also gonna give him a chance to keep on Ricky Bobby's dial as they're heading on into club. Red Run Straight into the National Straight. And it seems like Ricky Bobby is going to be able to hold Mike Burkhoff off for the meantime. Let's see as they head on to Village. Is he going to dive the inside? No, he's not. Just gonna keep it civil for now, as he still has 18 minutes in the race to make a move on him. Yellow flags on Tolu Ayaleakbe. What happened to him? 15 seconds, I think it's a little bit late. Check up on Casey Swansiger. Casey Swansiger seemed to have made a substantial lead onto Tony Danzig. He has is now leading Tony Danzig by almost 5 seconds. Tony Danzig is positioned under threat from Bryce Birkins, and that Porsche doing Porsche things again, which allows Bryce Birkins to get it side by side and take the position from Tony Danzig. Is he going to try and get the position back? And it seems like it ends up going off track as they come in heading into maggots and baggots. And it seems like Bryce Burkett was able to take the position and defend it well and consolidate it from Tony Danzig. P1 for the Red Blades, Tony Vieira with being right behind him. In P7, Devin Anthony and Benjamin Biddulph in P2 for the Red Blades. Driving that BMW slowly and steady. As we go into the back, Michael Cortez is now at the back of the grid. It was once P3 for the Red Plates, which means something terrible must have happened with him. Which is unlucky. You hate to see it, but it happens to all of us. Lizzie Alisea, P16. As she's putting pretty consistent lap times. And just as I say that, we have Mike Burkhoff taking the position and is now in P1, going back 30 seconds in time to see how he did it. Down the Wellington Straight, it seems like he just dives inside into Lawfield, and he is well ahead as they come into Lawfield. Lovely overtake by Mike Burkhoff. And it seems like he's already opening the gap. He's now already leading by 0.7 seconds. It's been a great battle between the two, and in the end, Mike Backoff eventually got the position. Alright. Time seems to be fixed. Okay. My boy Blue making a move onto Roderick Rudd here, trying to make a move onto Roderick Rudd, the only Lexus on track. And it's gonna be a bit tough for him keeping up with this newer generation cars, as he's driving a car from 2016. I guess some of these cars are newer cars from at least 2019 cars, and his car is from 26. We have Vieira making a move on. No, 15 seconds wasn't enough. He already made the move onto Devin Anthony, and he has gained another position. As of right now, Roderick Rudd has gained the most positions, gaining 6 positions, and with Michael Cortez losing the most positions, losing 6. Oh no, your game disconnected. Oh, you hate to see that. You hate to see that. Hopping on Mark Backoff. He is now in P1 and has already managed to make it to open up a 2.6 lead gap to P2. Now Casey's 1 second, 7 seconds right, 7 seconds behind Ricky Bobby. And all he needs to do is just bring it home. 12 minutes left. Bryce Birkins with Tony Danzig disconnecting is now in P4. He was able to make the position. Alright. My boy Blue seems to be in a 3-way battle as well, in the Octopus Supercar. And that 614 Lexus. Is he gonna try and make the move work right before they go into village? But like I said, his bigger disadvantage is he's going up against the newer generation cars. Benjamin Biddulph has made a position on Devin Anthony and is now right behind. He's now in P6, right behind the Ferrari of Tony Vieira, the P1 in the red plates. So Benjamin Biddulph in P2 for the red plates. It's Roderick Rudd makes a position on Blue. Tolua right behind. We have a battle between the Noobs RS drivers, Devin Anthony, and the 296 Ferrari, and Benjamin Biddulph in the BMW M4 GT3. This battle is not for position, but it's just for overall position, but not for, because there's Benjamin Biddulph being a red plate and Devin Anthony being a white plate. And it seems like Benjamin made a mistake just by the constant pressure being applied by Devin Anthony, and sometimes the pressure gets to your opponent and forces them to make a mistake, and all you have to do is capitalize. But Devin Anthony being in the slipstream, is he going to dive if they come into left field? And it seems like he is going to dive on the inside as he tries, and he makes a lovely overtake onto Benjamin Biddulph. Even though it's not for position, but it is good to always make up time up the grid, to make up some positions up the grid, irregardless of class. Exclamation sim grid. And if you're just joining us right now, welcome to the race 2 for the Noobs GT3 Rookie Series. The first ever GT3 series for the Noobs community. If you're just joining us, you can type exclamation simgrid and chat, and it will take you to our simgrid page, and it will show you our ongoing series, and you can sign up for the races there. And currently we're doing Silverstone, and the next race is going to be on Paul Ricard, and we also have a 2-hour Zenwood team race, enduro team race. You can do it solo, or you can do it as a team of 2. As we have and we still have Blue right behind Upper Tooth. Upper Tooth is in P3 for the red plates. In this series, we're gonna have the series is a two race event. Is the 2 race series per event. So we had a race 1, which was also 30 minutes. So it's 20-minute quali, 30-minute race, and another 20-minute quali and a 30-minute race. As we see, Blue and RP still fighting for that P9 position. As Blue is just struggling to make his way around that McLaren. And just so you know, Upper Tooth is also another controller king. But it looks like my boy Blue is gonna send it on the inside as they go into cops. As they're heading straight into Maggots and Beckets, that McLaren is well ahead. So, the grand finale will be on Spa-Francorchamps. It will be worth double points, and it will have 1 mandatory pit stop. So we can have the rookies learning how to do a pit stop and do pit strategies. As we see my boy Blue diving on the inside, taking the inside, and finally making it around RP. But it looks like RP also tried to carry a lot of speed on the outside, but it looks like my boy Blue is going to be able to make that pass stick as they're about to come onto the national straight. But that McLaren is just so menacing, just staying on behind him. But RP himself is now, his position is now under threat from Roderick Rudd, as this is a manufacturer battle, McLaren on McLaren. You see Michael Cortez going into the pits. We don't know what happened there yet. That is a lot of damage on that McLaren. You hate to see it. Lizzie Alisea putting in consistent lap times, just driving around. And do remember, consistency is key. You could do fast laps, but if you cannot replicate it, it pretty much won't help. It will buff out. Yeah, that it sounds like something Jim would say. Ignore it. It'll probably just polish off. My boy Blue has made the pass and is now He's now leading RP by 2.1 seconds, so that is pretty good as it goes into Maggots and Baggots. Casey Swansiger. Bryce Birkent is actually catching up to Casey Swansiger. He is actually got the gap down to a considerable amount. It's okay, Michael. It happens to everybody. You know, sometimes you just happen to make a mistake and you end up just getting damage on the car. It happens to everybody. But the good thing is, you stay in it and you keep on pushing. And we both know, like what you did in the last race, that was spectacular. Nothing but spectacular. Casey Swansiger coming into one of the final corners of the track as he makes it into Woodstall. All he has to do, there's only 4 minutes left in the race. Either he has to push or defend very hard so he can hold his podium position. Let's see. Casey Swansiger putting in at 2:01.5, and Bryce Birkin putting in at 2:09. Like it's a flat 2:09, but it was invalid. But this is racing. During the race, invalid laps, as long as they do not gain you like too much or considerable time, you don't get a penalty for that. So either way, Casey Swansiger needs to pony up and defend hard, or drive even a little bit faster, just to hold on for the last 3 minutes. And yes, we do interviews for podium finishes for both races, race 1, race 2. So we're going to have, so if you know that you are a podium finisher in either race 1, race 2, we're going to have an interview with you just to get to know how you felt, you know, how it went for you and what was going through your mind as you were racing. Okay, Tolua just sending that cone flying. Alright, seems like we have a battle on our hands here between Pritchard, Roderick Rudd, but RP was able to open up that gap to like 2 or 3 car lengths. It's probably even 4 car lengths, so he's also driving on a controller. But right now, Roderick Rudd is facing threat from Pritchard, and is going to have to defend hard from that Porsche. I know some people will say the Porsche is a hard car to drive, but once you get it down, you will really enjoy the car. Lizzie Alisea, the Noobs RS junior driver. She could carry a bit more speed there, and I think she is in higher gear a little bit. But just look at that McLaren, the yellow McLaren, it looks nice. At the end of the championship, our podium finishes for the red plates are going to get prizes. P1 gets 6 months off of a Track Titan subscription, and P2 gets 3 months. P3 gets 1 month. Track Titan is an AI coach which helps you with your sim racing. All you have to do is do laps, and it'll help you gain time wherever you are losing time, and it'll even try to help you with videos when you have the Track Titan subscription, and it'll give you it'll even give you the proper racing line and even the esports setups. As we see, Bryce Verkens is now so close behind Casey. There's only 5 seconds left in the race, but I think there's 1 more lap to go. And this is probably news Casey once again didn't want to hear. So coming into Woodstock, Casey only has to defend hard for the last lap, and it seems like he's gonna open the inside. He's gonna allow Bryce back, and it looks like he mouses him outside. As Casey, it might have been scrappy, but in the end, he made it. So we have Mike Backoff coming in again in P1. Mike Backoff absolutely driving like an absolute madman today. Great showing from him. Ricky Bobby coming in P2. Casey Swanson P3 overall. We have Bryce Berkint in P4. Tony Vieira P1 for the red plates. Devin Anthony in P6. Benjamin Biddulph in P2 for the red plates. Tolua P7. My boy Blue P8. P13 for RP. P12 for Frederick. I think the thing is messed up because people are leaving. But yes, if the podium finishes, could be so kind to jump in and see if we could save the replay. Alright, that was a good race. That was race 2 on Silverstone for the GT3 Rookie Series. If we could have the podium finishes jump into the booth, and I'll just drag them in, and we can get some insights of them in the standby booth. That was a great race. Battles all over the place, and that was really great. We have Bryce Berkint waiting. Let's see if we have other people joining in. So, as we wait, Benjamin Biddulph in. As we wait for other people to join, just gonna Ricky Bobby joining into the booth. I'm gonna drag them in. I'm gonna drag them all in a second. Let me just put a replay so you guys can watch something in the background whilst podium finishes. Whilst we get a word in with the podium finishes. Alright. Alright. Looks like they are all here. Let me drag them all one by one.
Oh. We've been dragged in.
Yeah, you're all being dragged in.
Drag us kicking and screaming.
Okay. Alright. That was a great race. Great showing from you all. So, who goes first? Okay. Just because your name comes first, Benjamin. That was a great race from you.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure you got P2 in both races.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the? What was your thought process in the race?
I tried to keep track of P1.
You know, we also know that you drive on controller, which is a pretty amazing feat, if you ask me. You know, it actually makes me jealous that
It hurts my wrist right now.
You know, you'll get over it, because it makes me jealous because that I had to go out and buy an expensive wheel, and then you're out here lapping faster than I would. You know, oh no.
I'm paying for it.
You know, but that was an overall great drive by you. Did you find like any? Did you have like any challenges? I saw P1 was putting a lot of pressure on you. You're trying so hard to catch up.
Trying to keep up with them.
Yeah. So
race 2 had a few warnings, so I had to back off a bit more.
Okay.
But luckily I had enough time over P3.
Well, that was a that was really good by you. So really hope you
Thank
keep
you.
on the great results coming in the next races. Love it. And we have Bryce Burken. That was
Hey there.
yeah. Hello. I see.
That was
First of all, let me just say
That's-
that's a great livery you guys have. I really love it. The Boobies Racing. It's a really good looking livery.
thanks.
So, and you were lapping pretty quick. You were almost catching up to Casey's 1 second. They just saw like
Yeah, I almost got him on the final corner. It was close there.
yeah, it was really close between the two of you, and so if we would know like what was the technique going into the race.
Not crash for sure.
No crash.
Hopefully, have tires by the end.
Yeah, it seems to be the formula of most drivers. But
Yep.
anyways, yeah. So, is there anything that you would like to add, like to subtract? You know.
No, it was a good fun first attempt at a league after a year or two off. So it's fun getting to do this again with people that are familiar and new.
Okay. Well,
So
we hope.
thanks for commentating tonight.
No, thank you for coming in to race with us. You know, and we really appreciate it. Michael Cortez.
Thanks.
P3 for the red plates in race 1. That was
Yep,
a
that's
great showing by you, buddy. He seems like all that hard work is paying off.
Definitely.
All right. So, what was your biggest takeaways from this race?
That I need to get more instruction from some of these faster guys. Because the instruction that I got from Mr. Young helped me tremendously, and that knocked about. And I was doing 204s, and now I'm 201s, so I'm happy about that.
That's what just goes to show that the more laps you put in, the better you become. And we'd like to thank Mr. Young and all the other rookie mentors out there, giving spending time with the rookie drivers to help them find some time. And that was a great showing by you. Great drive. I hope you keep up the good work, Mr. Mike Barkoff.
Appreciate it.
Well, I have nothing. I don't even know if I have the words to say this, but Mr. Mike, you were driving like a total madman today. That was a stellar performance by you.
Thank you, man. Thank you for commentating too. It was it's good to get the first race under there. This track, I happened to race on LFM like a whole bunch the past couple weeks. So I was already ready to go.
You had a lot of practice going into the race.
Yeah.
Yes, because
but it was fun. Otherwise, it was it was a good start.
Because I saw how you were pushing that Porsche 992. It's like you really had it down to it. You had down it on every number. Like you knew, like it's gonna do this in this corner. It's gonna do that.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's just the practice. Like I said, I think I just did this 4 days ago, and I probably did it also a week ago. So but yeah, it was. The second race was I couldn't qualify up there, but I got to race a little bit to get to the front, so that was fun. And everybody was safe. It was a good race.
Yeah, it's a pretty clean race by everybody. And thank you for coming in, Mr. Mike. Really appreciate you, and you were pretty quick driver. That was a stellar drive.
Thanks.
And Ricky Bobby, we are on to you, Mr. Ricky Bobby. Take it away.
How you doing? And thanks for commentating.
No problem. Just doing what we have to do, And thank you guys. I'm just trying my best.
Yeah, it was definitely fun. Mike is very fast. I appreciate his patience with me in that second race. It was a lot of fun.
Any takeaways, additions, subtractions, you know, stuff you do. Anything
No,
you...
it was good.
Okay.
Both races, I think I was top 3 the whole time, so it was pretty spread out up there. I don't know about the rest of the field towards the back.
Yeah, I see. Like, I'm not sure. You had a time where you had Mike hot on your heels. What was your thought process when he was like pushing you that hard?
Oh, I was just appreciating his patience with me. As soon as he pulled up beside me, I was going to let him go, so he finally got up beside me, breaking into the last couple turns there, halfway through, so I knew after that it was lights out.
Yes, okay. But that was a pretty great showing by you as well. Really appreciate it. Keep on driving. Just keep on driving.
I appreciate it.
All right, we have Mr. Trey Pritchard.
Hey, how's it going?
How you doing? That was a great racing by you.
Thank you. Thanks for hosting the race. I had a pretty rough first race. I had a couple spins, but I was able to get my head down and pull together for the second race and then capitalize on some other people's mistakes at the end.
Yeah, I saw a couple moments in that Porsche. The Porsche, you know, just enjoying Porsche moments. But
Yep.
But race 2, you came back and you know, put your foot down and you went for it.
Yep, was able to keep a pretty clean race, keep a very solid pace. I was chasing down Rudd for probably the whole second half, and I just kind of got lucky at the end when him and Arpod had the spin, and I was able to slip through and capitalize.
All right, that's good. So, one last question would be: as a driver in the GT3 Rookie Series for Noobs, would you have anything that you would like to see from us as a championship host?
I would have nothing to really add. I think you guys made it very organized, set the standards very clear, and did a good job at it.
All right. We appreciate you guys, because without you, the drivers, you know, we wouldn't have the series going on. So we appreciate you all for coming in and racing with us tonight.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
Yeah, thanks, Alex. Yeah.
All right, you boys go ahead and have a good one and enjoy your time. I am going to close off the stream. We're gonna see who we're gonna raid. Not sure if Mr. Jeremy is here. If Mr. Jeremy is here, you can, like, you know, let's raid Kill Official. Okay, let me open my stuff here so we can get stuff going. Alright, so what we're gonna do is gonna raid. Alright, so raid channel. And anyways, with that, I have to say thank you guys for joining in. We're going to raid Kali Official, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. And we'll catch you on the next one. Second pole record for the GT4 rookie race on Tuesday night.